need to get this because so-and-so has it. Wait, at my age, I should be at this certain place in my career. Everyone already has 3 children. We only have 1. Aki, look at her phone. I must get one. I don't care what I'll do, but I have to have that new phone. We call that peer pressure on all levels. We're going to be discussing that on the talk show. My name is Kerry Kagiri. Welcome with me, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we need to welcome her. 3 episodes. 3 episodes away. This is what you call being famous. This is it. Hey, girl.
I'm back.
Where you been?
I can never lift.
Where you been?
Traveling the world. It's like one of my favorite hobbies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's start with, you have so much new music. Can I shamelessly plug you?
You can.
Please talk about it. Are you shy?
Hey, kidogo.
Laura has so much new music. Please just check out Karwirwa, Laura. And subscribe, like, share her songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Thank
And
you.
with us also,
Brother King.
Brother King. Loyal.
You know?
Us guys, we're just taking one for the team.
Killers.
We need you.
Mini
Yeah,
Samson,
yeah.
Mini Samson.
We need you guys.
As we start, we're talking about peer pressure at all levels. And Laura, I mean, you have had classic examples of this, starting from parents to children. Can you take us through?
I can take you through.
Let's
I
do it.
remember when we were kids. My brother and I were in the same school, and mom would make us lunch, pack us lunch. And I don't know how they taught us this, but we never used to feel like you have to compare. But I remember facing that a lot when we were kids.
Wow.
Whereby amepikiwa chips, umepikiwa
Ugali.
ugali.
Na cabbage.
And I mean, for that lunch period, you're just going to feel like the most worthless person.
Yeah.
Or you're going to go home and tell your mom, Mommy, nipikie chips kama?
Chips.
So
Hey.
no one ever taught you. Like, we are never taught to compare.
We're not taught. I think we can be taught not to. I think we can be taught not to.
I think our nature craves
Our nature.
story of selfishness.
You know? Yeah.
What is it in it for
Greed.
me? Greed.
Yeah.
But me, Aki, my
It's
mom,
a human nature.
my mom
so
packed
that's
me
what I'm
bread
telling you.
so much. Why, mom? Why? Bread.
But you know, when you're a child, of course, you may not have the maturity to understand that your parents are doing their best.
Yeah.
Or even to be able to make the judgment of whether they're doing their best or not. So of course, as a child, you have childlike thinking. But then what I'm thinking is important to get from this conversation is we assume that peer pressure is only within the childlike context. Actually, because we are kids and we don't understand, you know, or because we are adolescents. And think about it, Kerry. Remember when now we were starting to bloom, like for us as girls, and you look at Jane, and Jane is looking like, okay,
Thick.
all right, and then you start thinking, okay,
What's wrong
so
with me?
this is how, I don't know, people could resort to the most weird things to start getting the kind of body Jane has. Because in life, we put ourselves in a very unspoken and unrealistic competition.
Yeah. There's
We
so
are
much
always in that competition. And Kerry, I think the big aha for me when I became an adult, like adult now, and now I'm in seasons where people are working. So, say for example, I got a job before I even graduated. And if anyone in my life would really get that into their heads so much and compare their life with mine and compare their journey with mine. Imagine Kerry, mimi niko huku naendelea na maisha yangu, which has its own struggles.
Imagine.
Wewe, eyo wivu itakuumiza, and I won't even know.
Yeah.
And whatever is hurting you is even not something I've done to
Yeah.
you. I was just living my life.
That's a point.
You know, I'm going 25. I have friends my age who are married. And kama ni hivyo competition sasa,
25.
si basi tuendanishe. You know, what if I just start sitting here, Kerry, and saying, no, you know, now I need to wear. The big one I saw is, sawa, tumedate, we're getting married. People are doing the most, breaking bank, taking loans
for weddings.
to do a wedding
Hey.
at Windsor. For example, I'm just saying, giving an example.
Oh my goodness.
And maybe that's not what you can
Afford.
afford.
Yeah.
Haujalipa rent, hauna
Haujalipa
nyumba,
rent.
haujalipa honeymoon.
Nothing. Actually pia your honeymoon utachukulia leo because wewe alipelekwa nini Diani, wewe unataka kupelekwa
Bali.
coast ya Madagascar.
So that you can pose for selfies.
You know, and actually it's a good thing you've said. One of the big causes or the proponents for
Is the gram.
peer pressure is the gram.
Yeah.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
But the gram is just highlight.
Cheki, acha nikwambie Kerry. The fact that so and so aliproposiwa ikakaa hivi. Let me tell you, my guy is gonna have the pressure to make sure that proposal is crazy.
You outshine.
Why? Percy, okay,
Because
let's go to
Galatians
you.
1:10 says, and this is Paul speaking, for I am now seeking the approval of man or of God.
Oh no.
Or am I trying to please man? They're actually questions he's posing. Let me repeat again. Galatians 1:10. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I was still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. Now, many are the times we are tempted to seek the approval of men. You know, my makeup, the car I drive. As in, we feel like if I appear in a lesser machine, I won't be approved. And unfortunately, we treat each other with our impressions. And that's why we really want to make a lasting impression. Unfortunately, such weddings, unasikia, a month later, divorce. Because your aim was to seek the approval of men, not even God, and approval of one another. And to the point you are caught up in the peer pressure, you even forget asking this person, by the way, where do you even live?
Yeah. And think about it, Pastor Kimacia, something you've said something and I've just had a thought. You know, sometimes that even governs the friends you choose.
Yeah. Who
Because
they are, what they
I have
do,
the
where they
potential.
live.
I have such a great potential to be friends with Kerry, but because Kerry lives in Kileleshwa and I really want to live in Kileleshwa, but I don't. I'm gonna now classify her in my head. And I'm going to just even start making such harsh judgments on Kerry out of nothing, simply because she has something I don't have. And yet, I could get so much from what Kerry has out of our friendship, a genuine friendship. I can get to visit and enjoy Kilimani because I'm friends with Kerry. And Kerry can get something from coming to Thika.
The air.
And just smelling the air and the catching a good sunset. You know, I mean, in short, they look at life this way. You have your grass, I have my grass, you have your grass. Sour. The grass is green where you water it. And that mentality of the grass is green on the other side is what keeps us in that thing for, okay, now, you know this thing, let me give an example. I hear people say, I'm not married yet, but I hear people say that in a relationship, in a marriage, you create a culture of your own. Such that your marriage is not like yours. But
they
if
can never
go
be.
all the time, like, hey, what does Akina Kerry do? They go for getaways or staycations every.
They don't know what you have to put aside to be able to afford that. I need to wrap this one up because I'm seeing a signal of time. But I really had an important question. I want you all to comment with one. I love what Laura has just said. What is healthy then? What is healthy peer pressure? Because there is healthy peer pressure, and I think we've overdwelt on the other side. What does it look like to have healthy peer pressure?
I think for me, it's get challenged. That if Kerry did it, we were in the same class, we have the same God, same brain, same 24 hours, I can also do it. And one thing for me, which is a principle of life, I will thank God for what I have seen in your life.
Clap for people. Clap for people.
Until your day comes.
Stick to my lane. The God who has come through for Kerry, the God who has opened that job, whether it came at 24, 27, Lord, I'm waiting on you. In your timing in my life, you will make it perfect.
I love it.
And I can tell you, it has worked on that spirit of pride and jealousy and envy, which actually, it's condemned in the word.
Kabisa. It's one of the 7 sins.
I think for me, my conclusion would be now, as a first step to now what Pastor Kimacia said. For me, I'd say first accept
where you're at.
Your life and everything that you are. Kabisa. Jikubali kabisa. Ile mpaka, yani, it's loud and clear. And everybody knows that they can't even shame you. Because you already accept yourself. You know, people shame us for the things they know we already don't like.
Absolutely.
You know? But you can't shame me for driving a Vitz. I know I drive a Vitz and I love my Vitz. I love my Vitz so much. There's no need to try shame me.
I love it.
So I say accept yourself.
Awesome.
I will just say clap for others. Clap for others all the time. And you know, you'll attract that. And just know yourself and lead yourself. We have great episodes always lined up for you right here at the talk show. So make sure you check them out. Play catch up as long as last year. I mean, just catch up with the content. We pour out our hearts. Put your comments below. Share, like. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.